strongest tricks are those which happens in the hands of the spectators. Today I'm going to share with you such a wonderful item. So don't skip the video. This is going to be very, very interesting trick for you, I can assure you. So this is how I perform this trick before my audience. I tell them that I am a lazy magician. So for my next trick, I am going to involve all of you because you are going to walk and I'll just cast a magic spell. Alright, watch me very closely. A deck of cards and sir, you are going to take a card in a moment from this deck. Just go ahead and pick up a card, look at it and show it to rest of the audience, but not to me. So saying, you spread the cards and let us say the spectator selects this one. Any card he can choose, there is no forcing involved. Now this is the card 2 of clubs. Please remember 2 of clubs is the selected card. You ask him to put it on top of the deck and then you say that I can use the whole deck for this trick, but it is going to take too much time. It is going to be very boring. So I'll pick up some cards and with that few cards, I'm going to perform this trick. So saying you pick up only a few cards and discard the remaining of the deck. You hand this to the spectator who is helping you and ask him to give some straight cuts. He cuts the deck, the pile, and completes the cut. And everybody can do the same thing. They can cut as many times as they want to, but every time completing the cut. The selected card is now somewhere among these cards. Now you say that we are going to do an experiment. It's like a game. I'll hand this over to you. And what you have to do is you just give it a cut, a final cut, and then turn over the top card. Remember that the jack is 11, queen is 12, and the king is 13. So, whatever the card turns up, you have to count that many cards from the top and put them at the bottom. So saying, you hand it over to one of the spectators. He gives it a final cut and then he turns over the top card. This is not his card. So, but it is a 4. So, what he has to do is count 4 cards from the top to the bottom. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. You hand this to the next spectator. He does the same thing. A 7. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You hand this to the third spectator. Queen, that means 12. 1, 2. The next person turns over 6. 1. The next card is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next card is a jack, means 11. 1, 11. The next card is a 3. So 1, 2, 3. The next card is a 9. 1, 9. Now you tell them that we are looking for the last card. Yes, that is the most important card. We are turning one card at a time face up. But let us see what the last card is. So the next card is 2. So 1, 2. The next card is an 8. 1, 2. And 8. The next card is a 10. So 1, 9, 10. And now you have only 2 cards left. So you turn over the next card and it is an ace. That means 1. So you take 1 card and put it at the bottom. And now all the cards are facing down except 1 card. Except 1 card. you ask them that you have done everything, but have you seen your card turning face up? They'll say no. What was your card? They will say 2 of clubs. 2 of clubs. It is 2 of clubs. Wonderful. Fantastic effect. And now for the secret. At the same time, I take the opportunity to tell you that if you want to take your magic to the next level, please consider joining as a member of my channel in level 2 or higher. That is because in level 2 and in the higher levels, I am sharing some really commercial and professional magical secrets which I cannot discuss in the open area of my channel for obvious reasons. Every week I'm uploading some new wonderful effects that I have been performing in my own paid gigs. So enjoy those wonderful tricks and make your audience amaze. I hope you enjoyed the trick, and this is a perfect trick for a friendly environment. That means when your friends are around and you have time in hand and you want to involve all the spectators in your magic, then this is going to be one of the best tricks you can perform. And there is a little preparation required, but believe me, if you learn the setup, there is a setup, yes, there is a setup, but if you learn the setup, if you have written the setup under the flap of your card case, you can put the card case over there, and from there you can see the setup, 12 card setup, and as you are just playing around with the cards, talking about magic, you can easily set this up right in front of your friends, right in front of your spectators. It is not going to take too much time because no one is watching you, and they even don't know that you have already started preparing for this trick. So, what is the setup? This is actually based upon mathematics. The prime number. The prime numbers are those numbers. You don't have to learn about mathematics. You don't have to calculate. Don't go away. Just listen to this. It is a creation of Jacob Daley, and it is one of his best creations. That is what I think. He created this wonderful trick. But what I have done is I have put some extra layers of presentation so that the mathematics portion is not apparent to your spectators. It looks like magic, and there is no calculations, nothing is involved in it, but it is based upon prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible only by itself and 1, and for example 13, 7, 3, these are all prime numbers, and we are using 12 cards here in the setup plus 1 card that is selected by the spectators. So it is a 13 card setup. So the prime number concept is coming in. I don't want to confuse you with the mathematics behind this trick, but just give you the secret what you have to do. The setup is very simple. First, any 10. Forget about the suits for the time being. You don't need to worry about the suits, but the number. So the first is a 10, any 5, any 7, any 2, any 3, any 8, any jack, any 9, any 6, any queen, any ace, and any 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 cards. So 10, 5, 7, 2, 3, 8, jack, 9, 6, 12, ace, and 4. Forget about the suits. So this is the setup. the 10 should be at the bottom, so that when you just turn it face down, the 10 should be at the top. Now, the extra layer of presentation that I have put to this. What I have done is I crimp the bottom card, that is the 4. Now, what is a crimp? Crimp is, in the simplest term, it is just bending the bottom right corner, not the left corner. So what I do, I just use my little finger and just bend it like so. So I'm bending it, see? This is bending, but there should not be any crease. This should be only bent like so. But if you put it on top of the remaining cards are in a random order. So if you put these 12 cards set up on top, you can pick them up very easily, and every time it is going to be from the 4 of spades. So this bend is called a crimp. This is the setup. You take this out from the tuck case and you start your performance. Now you asked to take any card. Now when the spectator is reaching out to take a card, what you have to do is you have to push off the setup cards to your right hand. That means you don't want the spectator to choose any card from the setup 12 cards. That is very easy. Now you please take a card and you just block push off 12, 13 or 14 or 15 cards. And you can estimate that. You don't have to count, but you just block push off so many cards, and now you're sure that 12 cards are intact at the top of the deck, and the spectator chooses any card from below. Now this is a very natural action. When the spectator is approaching to choose a card, to pick a card, you just say, yes, any card you can take. So let us say he chooses this card. Remember this card, it is 5 of diamonds. So you don't know what card he has chosen. Now he shows this card to the other spectators and puts it on top. Now from your point, it is the top card of the setup 12. Now you said that I'm going to pick up some cards. This is my addition. You said that I'm going to pick up some cards from this deck because I don't want to involve the whole deck in it, because it is going to take too much time, and you are going to understand in a moment why I am saying so. So saying, you just pick up the 13 cards. That means 12 cards of the setup plus the top card, that is the selected card. And you can do this thanks for the crimp. It is very simple. You just pick this up. Now, you try this at home and you'll find it very easy. It is very hard to explain. Because of the crimp, you can just pick up the 12 cards in a bunch. It is very simple. Every time it will be the 4 of spades at the bottom. That means you can just give it a glance and make sure that you have 13 cards. But from the audience viewpoint, you have just picked up a few cards. It can be 17, 18 or 12 or 13. So the number is no more associated with the trick. There is no mathematics. There cannot be any mathematics because you simply picked up some cards and you hand it over, and the rest part is basically automatic. They can cut this any number of times, but every time completing the cut. Now, after they are satisfied, they have to follow the rules. But before they do the counting, you tell them that Jack is 11, the Queen is 12, and the King is 13, so that there is no confusion. And the Ace is 1. And secondly, I mean, two things can happen. They give a complete cut, they turn the top card face up, and it is their selected card, like so. Now, 5 of diamonds is the selected card. And this has happened. Now, if it is the selected card, then you congratulate the spectator. Magic cannot be any better than this. You say that with the power of magic, with the power of my mind, I controlled the card in such a way through your hand that it has come to the top. Finish. Your trick ends here. But in most cases, this is not going to happen. They'll cut it, let us say it is somewhere here. So they turn up any card. What they have to do is, they have to count that, according to the number of the card, they have to count that many cards to the bottom. Counting the face-up card, this face-up card as 1, which is very important. So this is 9, so they'll count this one as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After this, continue to 12 times. Now, a very important point is that every time you'll find that after the counting is over, for example, if it is 8, you count down 8 cards, a face down card will always be at the top. But there is an exception. When you'll find that after the counting is over, the top card is a face-up card. You cannot turn it over again. So it is already a face-up card. Then you'll understand that it has been counted 12 times already, and there is only one face-down card among these cards, and that is the selected card. So let us continue this counting, but at a fast speed. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please give this a try. It is a very easy trick. And let me know in the comments how much you enjoyed performing this for your friends and viewers. Have a wonderful time performing magic, making people laugh and happy. See you again next time in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.